Hello my people on YouTube. So in today's video I'm going to be drawing you a pencil. So I went and started and drew this rough drawing ahead of time like I usually do. I did this in Procreate and saved the PNG and then just dropped the image into Adobe Fresco. And the reason I do that is because I think it's more fun drawing in Procreate with the pencil setting as opposed to Adobe Fresco. I mean, I know this does have a capability to do that, but I prefer that. So with that being said, let's begin. So let's drop the opacity down of this down to about 20, and then I'll choose the ink layer, and I gone ahead and selected the ink color that I'm going to use ahead of time, which is kind of like a mustard yellow, and well, not mustard yellow, but kind of like a darker version. So I'll start with my favorite part, the eyes. The eyes, I think, are really something that helps you connect with anything, because the eyes kind of, I think, have a story built into it. And I think this time around I'm gonna try and show you guys what I do with my line art to give the textured look to the drawings, as to how I keep the lines thin over here and then slowly work it off into the thicker lines, so it looks like there's a difference in line and doesn't look same whenever you look at it. When I was drawing this the rough sketch earlier today, I started out with looking at some Pinterest drawings and got some inspiration from there as to, I mean, I knew I wanted to draw the pencil, but I kind of wanted to see how I would incorporate the actual skull into the drawing. It's nice to get that idea flowing as to what you want the thing to finally look like. I think with this, what I like is the fact that you can have a very natural feel to it, like drawing with a traditional pen or marker. So got that done. Now I'm going to work on the inside of the eye. This is another thing, what's fun is the fact that you can turn the canvas. Something you can't really achieve with, I mean, you can achieve this with traditional paper, but then you risk having to smear it and have lead come all over your drawings, which with this, what's cool is you can do this and nothing happens. I'm gonna work on the nose. Usually when I've drawn noses in the past in my skulls, I never sync the nose or join the nose up to the eye, so that's something new that I'm doing. I know in if you look at a realistic skull or an actual picture of an actual real skull in a side view, the eye obviously looks a little bit small and the nose kind of protrudes out a little bit, so that's something new that I'm doing. But if you've caught on, this entire channel is about drawing fantasy looking skulls, so I'm not going for realism. If my channel becomes big someday, I would like the channel to hopefully be known as the place on YouTube where you can see fantasy, fun looking skulls drawn, not your traditional skulls that you would usually see. So let me go ahead and keep inking this, and I will follow up with a time lapse. So let's begin. So this is what I finished off with, and just drawing the line art layer. Now for the detail, I'm gonna use the rough line art of the pencil sketch layer, which you can see underneath this, and use that as a base to thicken up the lines in certain areas and then leave them thin in some areas. So I'll start with the bottom and slowly work my way to the top. So now I'm gonna pretend that the light is coming from this side. So the thicker lines would be to the right of the pencil. So I'll start with that. Doing this part, which is the giving the art the detail and deciding on which lines become thick and which lines stay thin, will really make a difference in how the art finally looks in the very end. I mean, yes, the color does give it that pop, when you do with the flat colors and then start with the shading. But I think the line art layer definitely is what decides whether the art's gonna be something that's gonna pop. You see, I don't know if you can already tell, but there's a slight difference in the lines from here and here. So now I'll continue with this line. And what I noticed is in the line or the roughs layer that I done earlier is how I have these scratchy lines that helps with adding the details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a thinner line over here close to this thick line. So it kind of gives the feel that the pencil has got some texture to it. So I'm sure at this point you'll kind of get the idea as to what I'm going to be doing. So let me begin with the time lapse, and then you will probably see slowly as I progress from the bottom, and I'll slowly work my way to the top. So this is what the pencil looks like after I did the line art. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin the coloring, and I've chosen these colors for the coloring. So this is going to be the colors I'm going to be using for the lead. This will be for the wooden part of the pencil. This will be for the body of the pencil, and then this at the top is going to be for the eraser. So that being said, let us begin with the coloring. Alright people, so here is my final drawing of the pencil. Let me just turn it around over here. I told you earlier, I started shading the lead part of it and then slowly worked my way to the top. And the thing that I did different with this one is I kind of gave the wooden part of the pencil, or the part you would actually hold, kind of like a textured look of almost like a tiled look. And what I did is I used the selection tool and then just made selections and then just filled it in with color. And for the dots over here, I just used the eraser and erased, making the dots. I think this pencil came out pretty cool. I like it. So I don't know, I can't think of anything else to say, but yes, we will end the video here by saying my usual: keep creating, keep drawing. I'll see you down the road or on the other side. Bye for now.